And the Bulls will line up to punt it away. And the returner is stopped. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. He'll start this drive firing. He'll take a deep shot here. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. To the air, it's Fancher. Throws to the back. He's got it. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Just a little off. Incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
And here comes the offense on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Fires left. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away.
Is incomplete.
This defense is making life hard on the quarterback early in the game. We're only in the first quarter. They've already got a pick, and that time they swat another one away, man. They are breaking on the ball.
A third and long coming up here. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback, receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Slips through the line. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
After the incompletion, it's second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Singletary. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Third and short now from their own 48. They'll try to run for it. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Good enough for a first down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, South Florida 3, Florida Atlantic 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. It's reverse. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, this offense can get after you a variety of ways in the running game. And one of the ways they do it is by using their wide receivers on jet sweeps. Good example right there.
Went to the running game on first down, now second down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They're getting this guy lathered up. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
But right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Fires into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
And now on second down for this offense. The give to the tailback. Pulled down after a pickup of 3, balls at the 13. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Timeout, Florida Atlantic.
They need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That's caught. It's Atkins. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
The Bulls line it up with a 1st and goal. They're going to run it. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Brown will throw it. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
After the incompletion, can they find a way to get these last 2 yards on 3rd and goal? From the gun, wants to pass. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up 4th down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. A short kick, but that angle from the right can be a little tricky. It's good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Wake Forest is getting blitzed right now at home in front of that loyal fan base. Loyal, but my goodness, that's being tested today. They're trailing by 21 to Cal. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter off there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Gonna run it, it's Campbell. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 2nd down coming up. Looking to throw, it's Fancher. Throws to the tight end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, the offense is trying to get aggressive. They're trying to hit the corner route, but just better coverage on the back end by the defense, knocking that one away.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet at the 45. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got his man on the right. Got room at the 35. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
To the air on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. They'll put the tight end in motion. They're going to throw it again. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back. You got to read the defense and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Trying play action. Throws toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
On the move, he fires. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I tell you what, a lot of times you roll your quarterback to the right or to the left, and in this case, the right, and you're trying to get him outside the pocket to buy him a little bit of time, get him off that spot, take some deep shots, and he missed, but it was a nice shot down the field.
This offense has a second down play. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Back to throw, it's Fancher. He uncorks one deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Working the middle, it's complete. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, South Florida.
The kickoff team out there set to boot it away.
0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down.
And for FAU out, will take over. 1st and
10. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to fight. And the pass is intercepted. Touchdown Bulls. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Wake Forest is getting blitzed right now at home in front of that loyal fan base. Loyal, but my goodness, that's being tested today. They're trailing by 25 to Cal. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Will take over. First and 10.
Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Man, there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on, and I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really good job by the defense, keeping their eyes on their keys and not letting him sneak out and get any kind of space. As soon as he touched it, he was on the ground.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Throwing right. And here's the third interception of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll throw it on first down. Scrambling away. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Brown wants to pass. Coming after him. Took a shot as he threw. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and now they'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Line gets set, first down. He's going to pass. Trying to get to him. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Not a lot of good things happen when your quarterback gets hurried. When you speed up that processor just a little bit, make him a little bit uncomfortable. The defense doing a little bit of that. I need a little bit more protection from this offensive line.
Let's see what they've got on second down. To the air, it's Fancher. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He's looking to throw it. He's got it down the middle.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. He'll just keep slinging it. Unloads it left. And he's lucky to get that one back. His junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Finds his man. It's Atkins. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
And the Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Brown will throw it. And the junior was late on the release, and he threw it behind him.
You know, sometimes the hardest completions for quarterbacks are the ones where guys are wide open. You don't have to throw it any faster trying to get it to him quickly because you know he's so wide open like on that last play. Just take your steps, throw in rhythm, and just throw a catchable ball.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. Looking to move it through the air. Fires into the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
This defense doesn't even have a chance to blink after just giving up an explosive play. You get lined up, and all of a sudden they're throwing it over your head again into the end zone. They better get ready, lined up. I'd expect another shot coming up.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Touchdown Bulls! And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Wake Forest is getting blitzed right now at home in front of that loyal fan base. Loyal, but my goodness, that's being tested today. They're trailing by 22 to Cal. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Wide receiver shows motion. Back to pass, it's Fancher. Feeling some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Man, this defense takes tons of pride in their pass defense. They've got athletes on the back end that can break on the ball, and they've got hands, too. We've seen them pluck 3 picks already. They almost got another one there.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Now on second down. Wide out in motion. Brown wants to pass. It's complete to the right. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He wants to throw. It's complete. Still running at the 40. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, South Florida 26, Florida Atlantic 0.
First down to start the drive after the break.
Check. Cricket.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14.
3:25. Lion.
Now on the option. He'll toss it.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here.
42 spot.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Oh, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one.
South Florida 26, Florida Atlantic 0.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Come on, set.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires it down the seam. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
29 Philly. 2 down.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Brown will throw it. Firing to the right, complete. And he's going to be just short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. He's going to pass. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
After the 1st down completion, it's 2nd and short.
Jackrabbit.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Fancher. Working that left side now. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. back to the air one more time. Throws for the tight end. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sullivan. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
This offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Man, it's tough to play man-to-man on an island out wide. There's so much grass. They can go either way, and the sideline is usually your friend, so you kind of push them towards the sideline, but great throw to fit that corner route in. Pretty nice coverage, too.
He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Okay, ready?
Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal.
Let's go!
Fast motion from the offense. Looking to throw, it's Fancher. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Splits the uprights. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball. He tries to take the top off. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Complete to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Dropping back, it's Fancher. Firing toward the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Alexis. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The receiver on the jet sweep. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, South Florida.
Why are they doing this? It's second down, but they're already set to punt. And they'll down this one at about the 40. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.